Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some updates on the latest build for War of the Worlds, as well as a few more of your questions answered. Now these aren't all of your questions, these are just ones I've had answered thus far, so if your question hasn't been answered yet, please bear with me. I'm just going to get them quickly answered because this is stuff that I've been trying to get answered for a while, and other stuff has come up, so I just want to get them done quickly now. So the first question is, will there be an in-game map to help the player figure out where they are? Now Raf said this is probably something that you can find. Now that I'm guessing means it's a physical map, not like an overlay, which is good. And maybe it could be potentially like a like a billboard sort of thing. You see them on like the edge of woodland and stuff, like campsites where you have a little map overlay. Maybe it'll be something like that in villages and towns and such. We'll see how that goes, but I'm liking that it's going to be like a physical map you have to find. Next question, will you be able to get binoculars as a usable item? Raf said not a bad idea, and when he said that sort of stuff before, usually it's ended up in the game, so don't be surprised if binoculars get added to the game. It would be handy to be able to watch tripod battles from a safe distance, and still get a good view of everything, so good idea, good idea. Next question, will tripod horns sound different depending on what class they are, making it easier to identify what pod is approaching, and will they sound more sickly towards the end of the invasion? Well, we already know that the different pods, like the Uber pod for example, will have a different horn, so we already have that answered, but tripods will sound more sickly towards the end of the invasion, so that's cool as well. Next one, will the game be Mac compatible? And the answer to that was I don't see why not. So I'm not sure how that works, but it sounds like it's going to come out on Mac, so for Mac users there's some good news. Can you hide in cars, even broken non-running ones? Raf said not yet, but I will add hiding mechanics. Now that sounds like that's more than just in cars, that sounds like it applies to a lot of different places. So we had to hide in like cupboards, wardrobes, little cubbies, that sort of thing. Be interesting to see where you can hide when the hiding mechanics get added. Last question then, will players be able to start a game specifically playing as military, or will they just be a civilian that you play as? The answer to that was, I haven't done anything military wise, but it's something I can explore. So there is an opportunity potentially, if there's enough of a community demand, to have it so you can start a game playing as the military, so you can actually just get access to cool guns and stuff immediately. I think that'd be really good. I mean, I'm not too fussed about playing as military because you're going to be able to find military equipment anyway. But yeah, it'd be kind of interesting playing the game from a military perspective right from the start. So I've had these questions answered for quite some time now. It's just, other stuff has come up, so I haven't been able to make a video talking specifically about these. So at least now they're finally done. As always, if you want to have more questions answered, feel free to ask them in the comments or message me on Discord. So moving on to the latest changes then, I was watching a Patreon exclusive stream the other day, and in the description of the stream there was a list of changes that have been added to either one of the latest builds or the latest build, which this one in question is version 0.4.3. So I'll go over some of the most significant changes now. So first off, we've got some NPC changes and some optimizations. So the military now aims at the head of the tripod instead of in the middle of the force field sort of area. And also the tripod tentacles will retract when not in use, which is good because seeing them just hanging around when they're just strolling about is, it's a bit weird. A big thing which quite a lot of you have noticed is that the clouds, they move just way too fast. When you look at tripods, when you're looking up at them, you just see the clouds going crazy. Well, that has now been fixed, so hopefully the sky won't look quite so weird. Also, the daylight brightness has been lowered, so it does look a bit better now, I will say that. One more change which I'm very glad to see is the tornado siren sound has been reduced in time from going for 3 minutes and 20 seconds down to just 1 minute, which is nice because it did seem to go on and on and on. And if you've got volume up a bit, that can probably give you a headache. But yeah, aside from that, we've mostly just got fixes and optimizations, which is always nice to see. I'm not entirely sure in what's next in terms of major additions and updates, but I'll be sure to keep you as up to date as I can. Now I'm sorry this video is a little bit shorter than the usual, I just wanted to get out the information that I've been sitting on for a while before it gets too old and obsolete. If you want to stay up to date, then obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn on notifications, that way you never miss a new video. Also, giving this video a like will really help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm, so it would be awesome if you could drop a like on this video. Links are below as usual for the game's social platforms, as well as my Discord server if you want to join and have a chat with me personally. And I also want to give a massive thank you to my YouTube members for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.